how are you actually going to open that bottle, and why are you going to open it in the way you are?
I treat champagne with tremendous amount of respect. What few people realize is that there is 90 pounds of pressure per square inch in each bottle of champagne. That is an incredible amount of energy, and you need to treat that with total respect.
Is that why there's that wire cagey thing around there? What's that doing there?
That is part of the protective focus of the closure. It starts with the foil, which protects the cork. The cage, the wire that goes around the cork, secures the cork in the bottle. So each step has to be taken with considerable care.
Okay. Have you ever seen champagne opened and served incorrectly, and what would we look for as the amateur champagne patron? What do we look for? How have you seen champagne served that's not correct?
I think we've all experienced the loud pops, the celebrations at NASCAR, where the shaking of champagne, the wild celebrations, the frothiness of the champagne.
No, what's wrong with popping the champagne and the frothiness? I think that sounds really festive as a champagne novice. I identify with that as a celebration. I identify that as that's champagne. You're master sommelier. Why is that? Why am I going the wrong direction with that?
Well, probably the number one is with all the frothiness, I'm losing some product out of the bottle. I'm losing maybe half a glass. I
can identify with that. I get that one.
I don't want to lose any of that. Also, too, what makes champagne unique? It's effervescence, the bubbles. That's what makes it unique. When a cork it explodes out of a bottle, what happens? A lot of that effervescence is released that cannot be replaced. Ideally, what you would like when you open up a bottle of champagne is to let the cork do all the work. Let the champagne do the work. And then what you get is a very gentle sigh.
And sigh?
A sigh.
Not a pop?
Not a pop. With a pop, you're losing a lot of the effervescence. The sigh just simply means, I'm released, I'm here, I'm yours. And that is what champagne should all be about. So you save all the effervescence, you save the champagne, you save the whole experience for that. Save the popping for the NASCAR race car drivers.
Okay. But when I'm paying for it, I want to save the effervescence. I want to save the atmospheric pressure for the glass.
Exactly.
Right. I don't want to blow that off. So. If I blow off the cork in a pop and I lose some effervescence, what happens to the wine? What happens?
Well, what happens is it begins to lose some of the characteristics that the winemaker has spent so much time and energy to put in there, mainly the bubbles. The bubbles, the effervescence dissipate. It's just a severe release of that pressure. And then you're left with
How many people know this, though? I've gone to restaurants and I've ordered champagne and they pop the bottle off and they pour it in a warm glass and I'm supposed to enjoy myself. You're saying that the experience is really a little different than that.
Right.
So if I go to a fine restaurant and I order a fine bottle of champagne, I should expect to be served without a pop and in chilled glass. Is that correct?
Exactly.
And when somebody does that, that tells me, that's my signal when they come out with the chilled glasses and they how do you say, a sigh of the cork?
Right.
That means I have true professionals handling my bottle of champagne. Is that what that's telling me?
You took the words right out of my mouth, because now you have this instant identity that the people who are waiting on you, the people who are making your evening, they're professional, they know what they're doing, they're there to help you enjoy the great evening. It's only one of the many components that goes to make for such a nice evening.
And then when I drink that beverage, it's going to represent what the winemaker was trying to get my experience to be, right?
Exactly.
And so it's very important that where I'm patronizing what restaurant or even if I'm serving at my own home, that I serve it in the intended way that the winemaker made it.
Right.
And you're going to show us how to do that.
I am, indeed.
Okay. Well, here we go.